Be honest. Have you ever looked at a 5% monthly ROI and thought, that's it? That won't even cover my EMI, or that amount won't help me quit my job? How many of you have thought in a similar fashion? Well, the thing is, most traders feel that there's no point of trading if you are only trading for 5% ROI or even less than that, as you have been brainwashed by the screenshots that you see on the internet. And these screenshots are usually from your favorite influencers who are showing you lakhs and lakhs of rupees made in a minute or two. And you believe that compared to that, 5% is just like nothing. If you have a capital of like 1 lakh, then 5% is just 5,000, and you want to make like 1 lakh from 1 lakh, right? This is the kind of people I usually meet. Now, what if I told you that that small, boring 5%, consistent 5% could be your quiet path to crores without even quitting your job? Or even if you have a business, you don't really need to spend a lot of time while sitting in front of the charts, which a lot of you guys, especially in a job and business, think that if you want to make money from trading, you need to sit in front of the charts throughout the market hours. But what if I say that's what that's something you don't need to do. So there will be no stress and you won't be gambling. Now I remember talking to a trader, he had 1 lakh rupees in his account and he said that Suraj, unless I double this in a month, what's the point? As I said earlier, that 1 लाख से रुपए अगर 1 लाख से आप 1 लाख नहीं बना रहे हो तो फिर ट्रेडिंग में क्यों ही आ रहे हो? A lot of guys think like that. So he tried to outsmart the market. He chased rallies, he followed YouTube signals, Telegram tips, and he overtraded. And you know what? Within 3 months, his entire account was gone. The reason being, he didn't fail because he was dumb. He was, in fact, extremely intelligent. But the thing is, he failed because he underestimated boring consistency and he overestimated fast success. He wanted quick money. He wanted to become extremely rich overnight, and as a result, he lost everything that he had. So, in the next 3 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why just 5% a month can help you build a second income, scale to crores, and retire early. Even if you're starting with 1 lakh, even if nothing has worked before, stay till the end. This may change how you think about trading forever. Here's the problem with how most traders think. They chase quick dopamine. They don't chase wealth. And therefore they end up doing option buying because in option buying you have seen premium go from like 10 rupees to 100 rupees and 1,000 rupees, and you feel like, okay, that's the possibility. Of course that's a possibility, but the thing is, you are not trading for a minute or two. You're not trading for a day. You're not trading here for only a month. You are trading because you want to become a full-time trader. You want to treat it as a profession. So if you want to have a long-term success in trading, then obviously you cannot expect to double your money every single minute or every single month. So that is the thing why people actually go into option buying, because you see that in front of your eyes when an option premium go from like 10 rupees to 100 rupees. And also the crypto pumps. That's the same story with crypto as well. You have seen like Bitcoin, especially if you people show you these stats that if you have bought like one Bitcoin, then probably you would be a millionaire right now, right? But that's not how trading works. That's not how a business works. Same with the case with penny stocks. Buy few stocks at 2 rupees, 3 rupees in large quantities and then eventually sell it. All of these things are just shiny object syndrome. The real sustainable trading is not done with this particular mindset. For a moment, let's say, even if these things work, which I believe they do, but it's the approach that you have, it's the unrealistic expectation that you have. That is what is actually going to take you in a ground zero. Not even ground zero, it will take you like even below that, and there's no coming back from here. I've seen a lot of people who had good foundation, who had worked hard, but now they have no clue what to do in life. So the thing is, people have all of these unrealistic expectations. They want to make like 1 lakh, they want to turn that 1 lakh into 10 lakh in 30 days. That is the kind of mindset most people have. And here's the thing, most traders are just chasing shortcuts, like trying to lose 10 kilos in 1 week by skipping meals and running 10 kilometers a day. Ask yourself, you can do it for a day or two, but is that sustainable? Same goes with trading. Sure, you might see some quick results with this particular approach, but it's exhausting, right? unsustainable. It's not sustainable. You cannot do it every single day. Sooner rather than later, you will end up being burned out with this particular approach. Because the thing is, real results come from small daily habits. Just like in fitness, wealth is built with consistency, not chaos. Because real results come from small daily habits. Just like in fitness, you go to the gym every single day, you work out, you take the right diet. There are certain inputs that you need to take care, and that's when you can expect a little bit of success after 6 months or so. But why don't we apply the same mindset in trading? Most people don't, because real results, real wealth is built with consistency and not so much of chaos and this mental disorder. Because clearly, people over here, the kind of screenshot that gets circulated on the internet are by the people who just show you the shiny part of the trading industry. They just show you the screenshot, but nobody talks about the bad side of the trading industry, which is how many people end up losing their money, and a lot of people also end up losing their life as well. That is the kind of profession you are signing up for. And my objective here is just not to scare you, but I'm just showing you the reality of trading. Because the thing is, if you really want to make trading work, you need to be consistent. You need to be patient. Because the thing is, the real wealth is built like a steady drip of water. You may not notice at first because it will be not noticeable, but over time, even a single drop can carve through stone. And that's what a 5% month does it. Even though it looks slow, but it compounds into something powerful and permanent. Now let's look at how exactly you can be a calm while following a particular methodology to make consistent profits. And the maths is simple. 5 to 7% per month without chasing like 100% return every single month. No full day screen time, no jumping between strategies, just one setup, one time window of 30 minutes. That's it. Now imagine this. You start with 1 lakh capital in 1 year. If you make 5 to 7% ROI every single month, then your 1 lakh becomes 1.8 lakh. In 3 years' time, it will become 4.3 lakh. In 5 years' time, it will become 11 lakh. In 10 years' time, it will become 1.46 CR. The same 1 lakh in 10 years will become 1.46 crores. For a lot of people, even this might be a extremely good number because you have just started with 1 lakh and in 10 years' time, you made 1 crore, 1.5 crore. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Let's say, like an SIP, you simply add 20,000 every month from your salary or business. That 1 lakh becomes 3.7 crore in 10 years. And if you are slightly aggressive, say increase your SIP to 30,000 every quarter, it becomes 10 crore in 10 years. But here's where the magic begins. Let's say you don't add 30K quarterly, but you add just 30,000 per month consistently. That's it. No huge lump sum, no big risk, just 1,000 a day invested back into the system in your trading capital. And do that for 10 years, your wealth can grow up to 50 plus crore. Yes, 50 crores we are talking about. Sounds absurd, right? It's not, because this isn't built on magic, it's built on math plus consistency. And that is what I wanted to make you realize, that you don't need to chase 100% ROI every single year, or forget about every single year. Most people do try to chase it in every single month. But over here, we are just aiming for like 60% ROI, 40% ROI, 50% ROI every year. And we are still good. Because as I said from the very beginning of the video, you don't need to aim for that huge returns, because you are not here for a day or two. You're not here for a month or two. You are here for the long haul. You want to keep trading until you are alive, right? And that is the main approach that you should follow. You just need to ask yourself, the approach that you are following, is that sustainable? Because if you are aiming extremely high, then that's good. A lot of people say that aim high. That's a common saying, right? You should always aim big. But in trading, whatever mainstream advices, whatever mainstream beliefs that you might have heard from people, it doesn't really work. In fact, it's a really bad advice, especially in trading. People say that hope for the best. But agar trading mein if you're gonna hope, you are not gonna close your trades. You're gonna hope that your trade will reverse back to the entry and then it will give you the profit. But that is what is not gonna happen, my friend. That is a mainstream advice. It doesn't really work in trading. People say that never give up. And if you follow that advice in trading, whatever capital you will bring in, you will lose it in no time. I've seen people do that a lot of time. People say that don't give up, but in trading, you should learn to accept your defeat while taking a SL. Nobody will talk about these things. People will always show you the shiny part of the trading. Nobody will show you the dark side of trading. And that is what I'm trying to do over here. So if you really want to make good amount of money, which of course trading can give you just need to be patient. You need to have a system which can fetch you that 5 to 6% return per month. That's it. Nothing fancy. 5 to 6% return is all you need. And for a lot of people, as I said, on a 1 lakh capital, it will just be a 5,000 rupees. But slowly and gradually, even if you have 1 lakh capital, if you are just adding little bit of capital of 10,000, 20,000 for, and you do it for the next 10 years, then you are more than good, my friend. And this is the McDonald's model of trading. That is what I call. Because the thing is, McDonald's doesn't try to invent a new burger every single day. They follow the same recipe, same process, same checklist. And that boring repetition is actually what has given them the kind of results they have got. No matter which part of the world you're going, if you will find a McDonald's, chances are you will get the same taste. That's what scaled them to $1 billion brand. We follow the same logic because if you want consistency, you need to put in the consistent inputs. Without consistent inputs, you cannot really expect consistent results. So over here, our consistent inputs that we focus on is one strategy, one time window, one checklist, and we repeat it until wealth becomes automatic for you. That is the main objective of consistent profit circle. Take Anupam, one of our students. He used to try drop shipping, affiliate marketing, trading, and whatnot. He probably had tried every single business model out there because he wasn't patient. He wanted a second source of income. So therefore, he tried every single thing he can get his hands on. But at the end of the day, all he had was disappointment. He didn't have any result to show to himself, and nothing really worked until he saw the power of boring 5% month. And when he came to me, I said one thing to him after understanding his journey completely. I said that everything works, my friend. I just asked him this one simple question that Anupam, do you know a guy who had made a lot of money by using drop shipping? He said yes. Asked him, Anupam, do you know a guy who makes a lot of money doing affiliate marketing? He said yes again. And again with trading. But the thing is, he was just not focused. He was impatient. And that's the first thing I fixed inside him. He had that unrealistic expectation. Especially that's what the reason why he came into trading. But the moment I showed him the kind of picture that I am trying to show you guys over here, whoever is watching this video, that's what he realized that he just don't really need to make like hundreds of return every single month. He just need a boring system that can fetch him 4 to 5%, 6% return average every single month. That's it. So he followed our system for just 30 minutes a day, and now he's consistently making 5 to 6% a month, not by chasing hype, but by repeating the right actions. So next time someone tells you 5% is too little, just smile because these guys, they don't know what exactly the power of consistency and compounding is. Because while they chase shiny things, you will quietly build your 1 crore foundation with confidence and calmness. So if you want to learn how exactly you can make 5% per month, just like how we are doing, just how our clients are doing, then I'll share a quick video with you. You can just go through it, and it is the most profound system that you will ever found on the internet, and it will help you to create a second source of income, especially if you are somebody who's looking to build that second source of income from trading from such a long time. But this is only for people who are serious and who are ready to make an investment as well and also a commitment as well. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.